So you want the inside scoop on cataract eye drops, especially if they could really replace surgery, right? We're going deep on that today, especially since you wanted to learn more about new research into cataract treatment.
Yeah, it's a hot topic.
For sure, millions are dealing with cataracts, and right now, surgery is the main fix, but it's pricey and not always perfect. So could eye drops actually change things up?
The buzz around cataract eye drops, totally warranted. Surgery isn't for everyone, so a less invasive option would be, well, huge. That said, we've got to be cautiously optimistic here because the research is still, in progress.
Right, tempering expectations while we explore the possibilities. Speaking of which, let's rewind to 2015. That's when things got interesting with lanosterol. This naturally occurring steroid actually seemed to reverse cataracts in animals. That must have been a hold the phone moment, right?
It was a game changer. The fascinating part is how lanosterol targets those protein clumps that cloud your vision. Imagine those clumps in the lens of your eye, like scrambled eggs jumbled up, blocking light. Lanosterol swoops in and basically acts like a whisk, breaking them up and making things clear again.
Okay, now I get why people were ready to line up for these miracle drops. Sounds like the answer everyone was waiting for.
It did seem that way. But there were a few catches. This early research was all about injections, not eye drops. Lanosterol, unfortunately, doesn't dissolve easily enough for that.
Solubility, always a hurdle. But wasn't there something about this research also involving dogs?
Yeah, that's one of the most exciting aspects. While testing on dogs, they found lanosterol had positive effects, meaning this research wasn't just about humans, it opened possibilities for treating cataracts in animals too.
Wow, that's fantastic. So even though lanosterol itself wasn't the perfect solution, it sparked a whole new wave of research. Like it gave scientists a new map to follow.
Exactly. Think of lanosterol as the prototype, the first step in a much bigger journey. It proved reversing cataracts might be possible, and that was huge.
And that leads us to another intriguing discovery.
Compound 29.
Whoa, Compound 29 sounds like something out of a spy movie. How did scientists even find this one?
It's a great example of using tech to speed up discovery. They used a method called high-throughput differentials. Scanning fluorimetry sounds complicated, but it basically let them test tons of compounds rapidly to see which ones showed promise in tackling those protein clumps.
It's like speed dating for scientific breakthroughs. And out of all those, Compound 29 came out on top. But what makes this one different?
Well, for one, compound 29 showed real potential to be more soluble. So we might be closer to an actual eye drop solution. And the results from the mice studies, really encouraging.
Mice studies. Please tell me they used those adorable lab mice everyone knows and loves. But seriously, what did they find?
They used mice, specifically bred to develop cataracts. It allows for more targeted research. And those treated with compound 29. Improvements in lens transparency. Their vision was less cloudy.
Okay, so we're talking actual visible results. That's amazing. Does this mean those cataract-busting eye drops are just around the corner?
We're definitely getting there. But we have to remember, promising results in mice don't automatically mean the same for humans. We need human trials, and those take time. Plus, we need to understand any long-term effects. Always got to make sure it's safe.
Absolutely, safety first, especially with something as important as our vision. But for those not keen on surgery or who don't have access, this research offers a real beacon of hope. It's a tough balance, excitement versus patience. But I bet some listeners are thinking, hold on, aren't there already cataract eye drops online? That's where things get a bit tricky, like with those Can-C drops I keep seeing everywhere.
Ah, yes, Can-C. Marketed as a way to reverse, reduce, slow cataracts, so of course people are interested. But there's a reason to be, well, cautious with these.
Because the marketing is too good to be true. Or is there something else going on?
It's about what the science actually says. Big thing to remember, Can-C drops are not FDA approved to treat cataracts. They have this thing, N-acetylcarnosine, or NAC for short, which is an antioxidant.
NIC, okay, it doesn't ring a bell. What is that and what's it got to do with eyes?
Imagine antioxidants as, like, bodyguards for your cells, protecting them from damage. Some studies suggest NAC might be good for general eye health, but nothing solid yet about it reversing or reducing cataracts.
So the whole NSE is a cataract cure thing is a bit of a stretch. I did see studies online about Can-C, even one by the guy who created them, Professor Babasaya.
Right, there was a study. But this is where understanding research is key. That particular one had issues small sample size, no control group, and potential bias, since the creator was involved. Makes you wonder how reliable it really is.
Good point. Gotta consider the source, especially with health products. Just because it's marketed or even studied doesn't mean it's legit.
Exactly. Easy to get caught up in the hype, especially with vision. Can't see might sound great, but those claims, not backed by solid, unbiased science, and no FDA approval means who knows what's really in those drops or how safe they are long term.
Yikes, not worth the gamble. So back to square one, surgery the only option for now. So no miracle drops just yet. Does that mean we're stuck with surgery as the only option?
For now, surgery is still the gold standard, yeah. But this research gives us a lot to be hopeful about. Feels like we're on the edge of a major shift in how we treat cataracts.
It really does. Like, we're getting a sneak peek at what's possible. This whole area of research is so inspiring. It really highlights what we can achieve with scientific exploration.
Absolutely. It's all about pushing the boundaries, asking those what-if questions. And this is just one example. Who knows what other incredible discoveries are right around the corner, right?
Right. Makes you wonder, what other medical marvels are out there just waiting to be discovered if we keep asking those questions? But until then, are there things people can do right now to support their eye health?
Absolutely. Being proactive is key. Remember those antioxidants we talked about. A diet full of fruits and veggies, especially those leafy greens and berries. That's like a shield for your eyes.
Gotcha. Eating the rainbow. Easy enough.
Exactly. And never underestimate regular eye exams. Catching things early is so important. Your eye doctor can keep track of any changes and give you the best advice for your situation.
It's a good reminder. I think so many of us, myself included, we take our vision for granted.
It happens. But those checkups, they can make a world of difference. And one more super important thing, protect your eyes from the sun. UV rays aren't good, can damage your eyes over time, and even speed up cataracts.
Plus, without sunglasses on, I can get behind that.
Exactly. Think of it as an investment in your long-term eye health.
This deep dive has been awesome. It's true what they say, knowledge is power. The more we understand how our bodies work, what we can do to stay healthy, the better choices we can make.
Couldn't agree more. And never be afraid to ask your doctor questions. Explore different ideas and be a part of your own health journey.
So to all our listeners out there, eager for that future where treating cataracts is as easy as using eye drops, hang tight, it's coming. And in the meantime, be good to your eyes and never stop being curious. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of cataract research.
Here's to a future full of healthy vision or groundbreaking discoveries.